MLB Network, and a great look there at Rogers Center in Toronto. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Detroit Tigers and the Toronto Blue Jays. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 Toronto Blue Jays.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery, and it's time for them to look and see the big boys do their job.
Roy Halladay gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start, and we'll see if that starts in this one today.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And let's focus on Jose Bautista, known obviously for the high leg kick and the light tower power. He's no slouch defensively, works hard at his craft, and has the ability to throw guys out with a strong and accurate arm.
Digging in now, Alan Trammell, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. Wells is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
The third baseman, number 24, Miguel Cabrera.
Next for the Tigers, Miguel Cabrera, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. This is foul right side. Just getting started at the Rogers Center.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Still even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Locks him up for strike 3.
one thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Next up for Detroit, Ty Cobb. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. High in the air out to center field. Wells is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. It's the Tigers nothing, Blue Jays coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
So striding forward now, Manny Lee. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and oh my, hit him with the high, and that one is gone. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. First home run of the campaign for him as the Jays get the game's first tally. It's 1-0.
Just an absolutely amazing home run there. Certainly worthy of the show track treatment. And as you can see, 114 miles an hour off the bat, and that should give you a pretty good indication as to how well he connected on that swing.
Standing in now, Vernon Wells. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
Debro, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. Will give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the 9th.
Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Manuel Diaz.
Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Manuel Diaz. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Jose Bautista.
Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. Now the 2-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball.
Good chance he's not seeing that pitch again. If he does, it's got to be bounced. But I'll tell you, from a pitcher's perspective, that's nothing but a long strike.
Right side, hit hard. The flip to the pitcher covering, as that will retire the side. Jays off to a good start thanks to the solo shot. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 1-0 Toronto.
Swear to God, couldn't see my face.
Leading off the inning, Cody Clemens, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Hit hard on the ground towards second. He's got it. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Jack Elliott.
Stepping into the box, Jack Elliott. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1-1 home. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Brandon
At the plate, Brandon Inge. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. One and 2 to the Tigers catcher.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there. And even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
Ready on 1 and 2. Sliced hard on the ground. That's a hit. The first of the new campaign for Detroit.
You know, Dero, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-0 hitter, though. He must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and loaded.
So stepping in, Cecil Fielder.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
The 1-2. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Wells has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Tigers lead 1. They trail this one 1-0.
You gotta go.
Stepping in for the Jays, Carlos Delgado, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
batting sixth, the first baseman, Jared Saltalamacchia.
So coming to the plate, Jared Saltalamacchia, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. The 1-1. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, Tony Fernandez.
Next to bat for Toronto, Tony Fernandez. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Back up the middle. Trammell brings it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Leading off the inning, Al Kaline, and they'll need him to get something going here. And here's another one that misses to the Tiger right fielder as he moves ahead 2-1 now. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Lou Whitaker.
Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Lou Whitaker. Bases are empty, one man out. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. Here now the 2-2. On a swing, and he popped him up. Off to the left in foul territory. And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Alan Trammell.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Alan Trammell. He flew out in his last at-bat. 2 out, nobody on. And it's 3 balls and a strike to Hall of Famer Alan Trammell.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Alan Trammell leaves the yard with a solo shot. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Tigers have made this a 1-1 ball game.
Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did.
Into the box now, Miguel Cabrera. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. But the Tigers are able to knock things up thanks to this solo home run. We played 2.5, all even at 1 apiece. Now at the plate, number 0. He readies for his first plate appearance. The 1-1. Hit back up the middle. And there's 1 down now.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, Mike Napoli.
Now batting, Mike Napoli. Liner toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. The relay. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
Now batting, the second
As a hitter,
baseman,
the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Manny Lee. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The center fielder, number 10, Vernon Wells.
Stepping in, Vernon Wells. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. One and one. Here it is. Scorched to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
He's running. Strike called. Now the throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Wells at second with 2 down. A bouncer up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits here for Toronto. 3 innings complete. The Jays lead it 2-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ty Cobb. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Got him.
Now batting, second baseman, Cody.
And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Cody Clemens, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Drilled down the line. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit.
Up next for the Tigers, the first baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Jack Elliott. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
You know, Matty, tough to go down looking right there, especially in a long at bat. I kind of tip my hat to the fact that he didn't go into uber swing mode. He battled. He just got locked up. Look for him to have another quality AB. I think he's seeing the ball pretty darn big right now.
Now batting, catcher, Brandon Inge.
Stepping up now, Brandon Inge. He reached on a single in his first try. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for Detroit. They're down 2-1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jose Bautista. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 2-1. Grounded slowly to the left side. And that's the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Carlos Delgado.
Digging in, Carlos Delgado. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 1-1. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And that'll stay in the park as it's off the center field wall. The relay. And he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
That was pretty obvious in live action that ball was hit hard. And after analyzing it with our show track technology, we see that our eyes did not deceive us. 114 miles an hour was the exit velo. An impressive swing of the bat.
In now, Jared Saltalamacchia. And a full count now, 3-2. Pulled toward right center field. Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Tony Fernandez.
Striding into the box, Tony Fernandez.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Here's the 1-2. And another foul ball. Ready with the 1-2. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays held in check. They lead it 2-1. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said it's just unacceptable how often they're striking out looking in this game. It's not something they're willing to live with, so they're trying to emphasize more of an ambush approach early in the at-bats to avoid falling behind in the count.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Leading off the inning, Cecil Fielder, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Hot shot on the ground is short, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
The right fielder, number 6, Al Kaline.
Into the box now, Al Kaline. Fielder on at first, nobody out. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Fouled away. No walks so far. Here's the 3-2 in the air out to left. Under it is the left fielder. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 1, designated hitter, Lou Whitaker.
Striding forward now is the DH, Lou Whitaker. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here's another 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Fly ball to straightaway left. Left fielder has a beat on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Alan Trammell.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, the Hall of Fame shortstop, Alan Trammell. High chopper towards first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Tigers leave 1. They still trail it here 2-1.
Featuring the world's fastest grounds crew.
At the plate, number 0, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Digging in to try it again, Mike Napoli. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that is off the wall. The relay, the tag, and he is out at second.
Well, he clearly thought he had a shot at a hit, but they did a nice job in the outfield of getting it in quick to cut him down.
Stepping in now, Manny Lee. This is pulled into right. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Now batting.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Coming to the plate now, Vernon Wells. The 1-1. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. And there are 2 away now.
And you know, guys, if this bat doesn't break, it's probably a double play ball, but that just wasn't happening here. Good job to make sure of one, though.
Into the box, Manuel Diaz. In the dirt. The tag's there, and he's out trying to steal third. Great throw. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1. 5 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Tigers 1. Leading off the inning, Miguel Cabrera, and they'll need him to get something going here.
things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Loud contact there, but it's well foul. He'll try again, 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And a hanger as he gives this one a pretty good ride out to deep center. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Tigers have cut the gap to 3-2 now.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Standing in now, Ty Cobb. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box now, Cody Clemens. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Saltalamacchia is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jack Elliott.
Digging in once again, Jack Elliott. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. 2 balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 one more time. Line drive to center field, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So we'll go at least 1 at-bat deeper into the top of the 6th after that 2-out success.
Boy, D-Row, the pitch count keeps climbing and climbing and climbing, and this is another example of they're really making this guy work in this one.
Yeah, that's the grind right here. You put your hard hat on, you try and find a way to get into that bullpen.
In now, Brandon Inge can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Elliott is off of first with 2 away. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
Here now, the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Count still full, 3-2. The next 3-2. Gets him looking, strike 3. 1 for the Tigers, and it comes on this solo home run. Through 5.5, it's the Blue Jays 3 and the Tigers 2. Next will be the designated hitter, Manuel Diaz. Shot toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Spin and a throw back to second. Don't want to forget about him. Into the box, Jose Bautista. Strike taken to throw. Oh, and it's on target, and he'll be safe at third.
One of the keys to stealing third is to get a big lead off a second, and that's just what happened, even though this catcher has a cannon for an arm.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Line drive to left. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Just 5 innings of work for him here as he really never found his rhythm in this one. Basil Suarez takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 25, Basil Suarez.
Stepping in now, Carlos Delgado. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Standing in now, Jared Saltalamacchia to right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And gone up into the second deck. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him as they open it up to 6-2 now. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby deal. A ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. And this one will bounce into the wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
The batter, number 0.
Digging in and looking for more, number 0. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. 3 runs already home here. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. And he is in there. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. Settling in now, Mike Napoli, 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
One and one, here it is. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
For the most part, he's looked really locked in at the plate in this game. Not so much on that swing, though.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Kaline is there. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he is safe at the plate as they continue to pile on. It's now a 7-2 ball game.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Manny Lee. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. The 3-1 pitch. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Striding in once again, Vernon Wells. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Takes this the other way to right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We're through 6 full. The Jays are out in front, 7-2. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. 7th inning coming up with the Jays out in front as we give you a look at our game summary to this point. Digging in, Cecil Fielder, a hit in 2 tries so far. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Popped him up. Saltalamacchia has a play, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Al Kaline.
Ready now, Al Kaline. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A 1-1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Here's at the knees and called strike 3.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
In now, Lou Whitaker. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the Tigers. They're down 5. It's 7-2. And we're back for the bottom of the 7th as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters. From their approach, to their swings, to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Digging in, the switch hitter, Manuel Diaz. The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The right fielder, number 19, Jose Bautista.
So one away now, and that'll bring in the two-time Major League home run champ Jose Bautista. The 1-1. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Into the box now, Carlos Delgado. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. So a two-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost. Big time.
Matthew Boyd enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Into the box, Jared Saltalamacchia. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2. This is flared out towards second. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, Tony Fernandez.
Ready for another chance, Tony Fernandez. Now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Now we'll step off and fire to the bag, and the runner back easily. 2 out with the man at first. Stepping in now, number 0. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit.
Now batting, the third baseman, Mike Napoli.
Now in the box, Mike Napoli earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Line towards center field. Cobb will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's the Blue Jays 9 and the Tigers 2. Number 37 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 37.
So that brings up the Hall of Famer Alan Trammell. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now the 1-1 pitch. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, Dero, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, Dero, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Here he comes again, 1-2. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Into center field, line drive, base hit. So a good start to the inning for the Tigers as their leadoff hitter's on base. Boy, that line drive was a blur off the bat,
which means it's
Miguel
definitely worth looking at on
Cabrera.
Show Track. And how about this for an exit velocity? 116 miles an hour. That's right up there with the fastest we've seen.
In now, Miguel Cabrera. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center, his second home run of the game. As they try to claw back, it's a 5-run deficit.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Standing in now, Ty Cobb. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. No outs, nobody on. Swing and a liner, but foul. The 1-2. Another one sent foul. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
You know, these kind of at-bats can drive you crazy when you're on the mound. I mean, he's been ahead of him pretty much the whole time, but he just can't put him away. Not only that, but it's costing him a lot of bullets.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at-bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. And that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
1 out, nobody on. It's 1-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Into the box now, Jack Elliott. Chopped to third. Napoli right there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. The Tigers do get a couple, however, on this 2-run home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 9 and the Tigers 4. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Manny Lee. The 2-1 home. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the leadoff hitter reaches with good speed. The 2-hole hitter can handle the bat. And we'll see if they have a play on here with nobody out.
The center fielder.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Stepping in now, Vernon Wells. Got him. Fooled on the pitch as he swings at it in the dirt for strike 3. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
That's for the Blue Jays.
Standing in, Manuel Diaz. He's 1 for 4 for the game. High and deep to right center. Cobb on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They're on top, however, 9-4. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Brandon Inge, and they'll need him to get something going here. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
The 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 1-2. And it's fouled away.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And he leaps and makes the circus catch. My goodness, what a play there.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
In now, Cecil Fielder. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box, Al Kaline. Now his swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And he'll get under it to make the catch, and the Blue Jays move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over.
I expect this series to be a battle. So to take the first game at home is definitely the way you want to start it out. Give that home crowd a reason to come back tomorrow for what will hopefully be another solid performance.
And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. Toronto led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Roy Halladay wins his first win of the season. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.